Are you looking to boost your home's landscape curb appeal, but don't have a green thumb? You're in the right place. Today, I'm sharing quick and easy landscaping tips that even non-gardeners can tackle. Whether you're getting ready to sell your house or you just bought a house that needs help in the curb appeal department, these simple landscaping steps will make your home look inviting and well kept in no time. Here are some easy tips to transform your yard. Tip number 1, know your planting zone, your soil, and your sun. For the first time in over a decade, the Department of Agriculture has rezoned the plant hardiness zone map, which helps us to intelligently select plants that thrive best in our region. Climate change has crept in. For years, the Birmingham area was a solid 7A and 7B zone. Then we were rezoned to 7B and 8A. But now in 2024, we are classified as 8A and 8B. Zone 8 is a warm zone with a long growing season comprising hot summers and mild winters with the coldest annual temperatures between 10 and 20 degrees Fahrenheit. In North America, Zone 8 is one of the warmest zones, containing much of the southern quarter of the United States. Now, for the condition of the soil, for landscape curb appeal, we're talking about what people see when they drive by your home. It's the face of the home, so we're putting on makeup here. And knowing your soil composition is like your makeup foundation. The better it is, the better the plants grow, so the better they look. If you have an older house, you may just need to enrich the soil with soil additives from any of the big box stores. Now, sun. You're lucky if the front of your home gets eastern or southern exposure for 6 or more hours of the day. More than 6 hours of western exposure, the hottest sun, can scorch plants in our zone. Northern exposure is best for shade-loving plants. So to recap, full sun is 6+ hours of direct sun per day. Partial sun is 4 to 6 hours of direct sun a day, and should be less intense in the morning or evening and not midday sun. And full shade is less than 4 hours of direct sun, preferably in the morning. When you purchase plants, the tag will usually say the sun requirements, and you need to pay attention to that. Look at your label. So this one tells you it's a miniature gardenia. It's telling you the price and the planting instructions. It's hardy, they say up to zone 7. And it will get 2 to 3 feet tall and 2 to 3 feet wide, so it's great for a front row. So always read your tag. Tip number 2. For a non-gardener, choose low-maintenance plants. I'm here at one of the most popular nurseries in the Birmingham, Alabama metro area, Hannah's Garden Shop off Highway 280. And I'm with Emma, who is going to give us her short list of low-maintenance plants for our zone. Actually, it's my short list, but she liked it too. My top pick is Distillium. It's a relatively new plant in nurseries with beautiful spreading branches, so good value since a few go a long way. It's pest-free, likes sun, and is heat and drought tolerant. Is evergreen, so it looks good in the garden all seasons. It's a real winner. Number 2 is Encore azaleas. Azaleas in the South just go together. What can I say? Encore azaleas are repeat bloomers, unlike the traditional varieties, and they are available as dwarf and intermediate varieties. There are over 30 different colors to choose from on the Encore Azalea website. They thrive in our zone, attract pollinators, self-deadhead, and bring you reward of color with spring, summer, and fall blooms. I like number 3, the Gold Mop Cypress. It's nice because it brings a yellow color into the garden and does great in front of Distillium against that rich green background of both the Distillium and the cypress are both evergreen, so they'll look really good in your garden all year round. They get about 3 to 5 feet wide, and it's a big bang for your buck. It's got a weeping foliage and it's got low maintenance. So try that pair together and see if you don't think that's a winning combination. Fourth on my list are panicle hydrangeas, or Hydrangea paniculata. Be careful about hydrangeas because there are lots of categories of them. Well, I say lots, there are about 5 or 6 main categories, but there are lots of different types of hydrangea, and they can be very diverse in their requirements, their need for sun or shade, soil requirements. The one that would be nice in your foundation plants is one called limelight hydrangea, which does get big. It would need to be at the back of your rows. But there's a new one out in the last few years called Little Lime, and it only grows 3 to 5 feet tall, and it still is a great bloomer, takes full sun, and that's the one I would put in my foundation for better curb appeal. Number 5 is Loropetalum. Loropetalum in the purple variety is way overdone by landscapers, commercial landscapers, and home landscapers now because it's such an easy plant to grow and is pretty showy with the bronzy kind of foliage and beautiful pink purpley flowers. But the one I love is called Emerald Snow, and it has white flowers and a brighter green foliage, and it's a little bit smaller, so I love it for foundation plants. I think you'd like it too. Number 6 is anise. The anise shrub. It's a hardy evergreen shrub, and they grow 6 to 10 feet, so should go on the back row of your foundation plantings, or they are also great as a hedge. They are easy care in our humid climate and can thrive in shade. Plant near your sidewalk or path to enjoy a licorice scent. Number 7 is tea olive. Love these for their great sweet fragrance from the flowers in late fall and early spring, and they're evergreen. They like about 6 hours of sun a day and are fine in our zone. Mine that I have, they do great as foundation shrubs, but they do get about 6 to 7 feet tall. So use them with discretion in your back row, just like anise. And the last one I'm put on the list is crepe myrtle. I can't leave out crepe myrtle because they are beautiful. They are southern plants. They give wonderful color to our area throughout August when perennials are long since through for the season. When used properly, they can provide privacy from the street, and that they have show-stopping color. Lots of different colors. Look them up on the website if you've never grown crepe myrtle. And ignore all the people that call them crepe murder. I also asked Emma to give us her best tip for non-gardeners. And she thought a minute and said,
water. Especially this summer, it's been like incredibly hot, and like we've tried our best to like water our plants, and it's been hard on us too. So I can only imagine like if you're at home and if you have like clay soil, you're gonna want to add like some soil conditioner to like help get some more nutrients and like help with that water roll.
do you deliver mulch or Pinestraw or all that?
Yes, we do deliver if you're in the greater Birmingham area. We don't deliver sod, but if it's a plant, if it's a tree, if it's a shrub, any sorts, if it's a bag of dirt or two, we deliver.
I totally agree, especially in our summers. But also, I like to say be sure and mulch to protect the plant, cool it down, keep some bugs out, keep weeds out, and to give a nice formalized look. For that nice finished look, simply spread a layer of mulch around the base of your plants about 2 to 3 inches thick. Keep it a few inches away from the stems to prevent rot, and make sure that the mulch will allow water to drain away from the foundation. You can always add pine straw for a finished fluffy look. Now that you've seen some of my favorite plants that give you a lot of bang for the money, I'm going to show you in my yard what we've done to use Stylium and Little Lime, and then I'm going to show you about the mulch, since that's the last thing we covered, and it really is kind of the dressing on the yard. So first I'm going to show you a section of our yard that we didn't mulch. It needs to be mulched, and then I'm going to show you the side that is mulched, and you can tell the difference and decide if you like mulch. Then after that, I'm going to put down some pine straw and let you see which you like better. Okay, on the left-hand side of our porch, I have 3 Stylium and then 2 pots that have just seasonal plants in them. We're at the end of the summer, so there's not much there. We've got some Thai basil and some lamb's ear. But you can tell how the mulch has just kind of lost its color and really needs dressing up. So now I did that in this hot August day just for you. And I put down mulch on this side to be able to show you how much nicer and just more inviting this side is with the fresh, clean mulch and the dark brown color. And I have the Distillium on the back row. It's still going to get a little bit higher, but as you can see, this has had an open urn type growth habit, and this is about a 15-foot span, and I just had to buy 3 Distillium, so they cover about 5 feet wide. Now these are the little lime I told you about. They can take some sun. They're paniculata, and these actually are about 3 or 4 feet wide themselves. They're at the end of their bloom cycle, so they're not looking great, but they're a showstopper in about June and July. Here's the before and after, actually on just separate sides of my yard. But here is old mulch that needs some help. And over here is new mulch, and then also a top dressing of pine straw. And my last tip is, if you're new to gardening, the best thing to do is to shop one of our several really nice garden shops in Birmingham. They usually attract a staff of gardeners who know and love plants and enjoy helping you choose the right plant for the right spot. Unlike the big box stores, they carry quality plants potted in premium soil, and their plants are well cared for. The lack of care for most of the big box stores means that you often buy plants that are already stressed and they will never perform at their potential. For us gardeners, that's really sad to see. Some of the garden shops I frequent are Hannah's Nursery on Highway 280. They carry David Austin roses in the spring, have a wide variety of shrubs, trees, bushes, and have done the work for you by potting up bare root plants in 2 and 3 gallon containers ready for you to plant. They have a big nursery with lots of help. Leaf and Petal is another nursery that's really good, and it has 3 beautiful locations with plants and gift items. One is in Mountain Brook Village, one in 𝐞𝐬𝐿 Heights, and one in the Botanical Gardens. Andy's Creekside Nursery on Morgan Road is off Rocky Ridge Road in Vestavia, and there's a farm market and a garden center at 124 Mars Hill Road in Hoover off Highway 150. Collier's Nursery has beautifully maintained plants and a highly knowledgeable staff. They are located on Old Rocky Ridge Road, about a block from Rocky Ridge Elementary. And last on my list is Sweet Peas Nursery. It's tucked off a Homewood side street, and this nursery is just the sweetest and coziest spot with a friendly staff who knows a lot about plants and will give you personal attention. It's truly a gardener's delight to shop here. Okay, so which did you like better? The mulch, the pine straw, or maybe both? It's your choice. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope it's been a little bit of inspiration for ways that you can improve your curb appeal and maybe get your house sold faster. I'm Mary Jo West with the West team and Keller Williams Vestavia in the Birmingham, Alabama metro area. And I've been a gardener for over 40 years, and I would love any questions you'd like to ask. I won't know the answers to all of them, but I can find them out. And if you're ever thinking about taking up gardening as a hobby, it's a wonderful hobby. It brings beauty, joy, peace, and inspiration to your life. Thank you for watching.